Your network is your net worth, all right? These are the top 4 power team contacts you gotta have in your power network. Check it out. This is your host and real estate coach, Rafael Cortez. You are listening to the REI Wholesaling Podcast, where every week I bring you the real-life case studies and strategies you need to level up your real estate wholesaling business. If you haven't done so yet, go to reiwholesaling.com. Again, that's reiwholesaling.com. Sign up and get free access to your Wholesaling 101 course. This free training teaches you step-by-step everything you need to close your next wholesale deal and start making big money now. Fam, what's up? Welcome back to the REI Wholesaling Academy Series. One of the things that we always talk about is the power network, right? So your network is your net worth. That is very, very, very true. But what does that even mean, right? Like what type of people do we have to have inside our network to make it count? Because you can have a ton of contacts, but if it's people that are not relevant to your business in that sense, like it's not gonna move the needle, right? So I like to have a very, very specific approach to how I build my network, because the better that you map that out, the more solid you're gonna be, especially if you're getting started and you're trying to figure out things at the beginning. So think who, not how. A lot of people out there, a lot of agencies out there have tons of resources that we need as wholesalers when we're getting started, right? And they have them ready at our disposal. We just need to know who to tap into. So the next 4 contacts that I'm gonna give you are total musts. They're absolute musts in your power network. Make sure that you start building your power network right now. Don't wait until you have a deal if you haven't done any deals in the past. Don't wait until the time is right, the money's right, or whatever. No, just start building your power team from the get-go, right now. So just to recap, your power team is that very small group of people that you can pick up the phone and call right away, and they're gonna help you through a process, right? Whether that be a deal, a connection, they're all gonna be a resource for you to move the needle somehow, some way in your business, right? So the top 4 contacts that you gotta have in there are gonna be, number 1, the title company. If you're in a title state, make sure that you build a relationship with a title agency before you need them, okay? This is crucial, before you need them. One thing that I've seen happen, and as a result, people have lost revenue, money in their pockets because they took too long to build this relationship, is that, I'm not gonna talk to a title agency until I have a contract that I can give them, right? Well, if you wait until then, you're gonna push the timeline. So now you have to make an introduction. You have to find the right title company to go to. And if you have a contract already signed, you know that the time is clicking, okay? So it's a ticking time bomb. Close of escrow is coming in fast. So build relationships with the title agencies before you need the relationship with the title agencies. That's number 1. Again, trust me, it's gonna help you out a lot when you have a contract signed already that you can take, and you can already reference the title agency. You can tell your sellers that you're working with this particular escrow officer, and it just eases the entire process. So do that right out of the gate, even if you don't have any deals yet. Start building your power network through your title agency first. Now, another thing, when you talk to a title company, you're gonna be talking to the escrow officer to help you through the deals, right? They handle the transactions, they do the nuts and bolts of the lender, the payoffs and all that stuff, right? So they have this very meticulous process. Now, the person that you really wanna build a strong relationship with as well is gonna be the title company's marketing rep. Okay, the marketing rep. This person is the one that their sole business, their sole purpose in life is to connect people to resources, to build business and bring it over to the title agencies. So this is the person, the title rep is the person that you're gonna talk to about, hooking you up with seller lists, with additional resources. Sometimes they have resources as far as platforms and data, and I mean, just, a ton of stuff out there. They have deep pockets and they spend money on this, all right? So title agency is gonna be your number 1. Make sure that you get in touch with a really good escrow officer that understands how to do double closings, assignments, they're investor friendly, do your due diligence, and also create a good relationship with the marketing rep of that title house. All right, if you're in an attorney state, it's gonna be the same thing. You gotta reach out to the attorney or the closing entity that's gonna be closing the deals, build a really good relationship with them, and see if they can hook you up with resources and all that stuff. So again, a power network is even more important when you don't have those deep pockets yet because you're getting started wholesaling. It doesn't mean that you can't build up those relationships, right? Inside the REI Wholesaling Academy, we have scripts and everything that you need to open up the conversations with these contacts. Contact number 2 is going to be realtors. Realtors are an incredible resource, not just because they can give you, pocket listings and people who are, selling their properties and they're not ready for the MLS and they bring you, deals that you can, push over and sell for cash. Yeah, we get those, right? We understand that it's one of the things that we can get when we tap into Realtor database. But also, if you're not licensed, if you're not a licensed agent, a good relationship like that can help edify you with your seller. So if somebody wants to, sell their property, but it's not a fit for a wholesaler, it's not a fit for a deal that we're going to add value to, negotiate below market, and they really want to, they're adamant about selling retail, tee them up, right? Build a relationship with a really good agent that can take the listings. If you're a licensed agent, you can create revenue from that by doing referral fees, right? So getting a commission based on referral fees, which is huge. We make money like that all the time. But if you're not licensed, you won't be able to get paid on those, but it doesn't mean that you can't help the seller out by connecting them with a really good real estate agent. Now, what's gonna happen? That real estate agent is gonna bring you business in the future. Maybe they're gonna, help you with comps and data or putting eyes and giving you their opinion on more complicated deals, that sort of thing, right? So you always wanna have a real estate agent on your corner as well. The third one is gonna be a real estate attorney. Real estate attorney, those are a must. Why? Because they're going to review all the contracts that we have. They're going to make sure that we stay compliant with anything that's required in that particular county. A lot of the states and municipalities have their own compliance, things that you have to go through. For example, in Arizona, we have disclosures. We have to disclose that we're real estate wholesalers to both the buyer and the seller. All right? In other states, you got to have a license to operate. A real estate attorney is going to be able to walk you and keep you legal through that path, which is very, very, very important. All right? Remember, regulation is kicking in. Things are getting a little trickier day by day when it comes to wholesaling. Disclosure is the name of the game. Also, having good, solid contracts in place that they review, they can give you the green light on, that you know that you're operating within the parameters of that county, of that municipality, of that state, right? So it's important to keep you safe and conducting business the right way. Now, you're also gonna have attorneys that give you specialized services, like probate attorneys, right? So if you come across a probate deal, now you have somebody to go to or somebody to refer your seller to so they can work the deal and keep you in the loop throughout the process, right? So that kind of stuff, it plays a big, big role in how efficient you can be at providing solutions to your sellers. We always come in with a solution-based mentality. Having a network that supports that solution-based mentality, I mean, it's half the game, really. We don't have to do everything ourselves. We can think, who can help us? Now, how can I get this done, right? Who, not how. Who is more apt to do, something like this, to, take this, thing to the finish line? That's when we go back and we rely on our power network, all right? So, real estate attorneys, don't sleep on those. You can find them at real estate association events, real estate investor events, so they're all over the place, right? So the fourth one, and this one is, I think it's overlooked as a power team member, often by wholesalers, right? Because we're just trying to push deals, quote unquote, push deals. But it's your lenders. You have private money lenders and hard money lenders, all right? They're not just, good to have as power team members because of the funding part of it, but because of resources, right? Now think about it. Like, for example, one of the things that we've done in the past is, we've shopped lenders around for a particular deal that we have, and we reach out and we ask, hey, what could you do on this particular deal? So now when we package that deal for marketing, we have an idea of what kind of terms they can get through a hard money lender, right? So it's shopped for interest, terms and that sort of thing. So now you're selling a deal and you have lending attached to it. So that gives you an edge on what you're offering, and it's really an X factor, right? So build that lender list, get better rates and better rates. The more business you bring to the lenders, the better rates you're gonna get, so you can relay that to your buyers, right? And just create more of an X factor, more of a great offer for cash buyers to actually come in and look at the stuff you have to offer, right? Now, connections. Lenders are usually very, very well tapped in. So if you build really good relationships, they're gonna be able to connect you to other power team members, right? This has been especially handy when we're trying to do business across state lines. We're tapping into a market that we're not so familiar with. One of the things that we do is, because we may not have a list of buyers in that particular new market, we're gonna call our sphere of influence, right? Lenders are usually in that sphere of influence. So they do open up, they have wider reach, they're usually tapped into bigger groups that we can tap into as a result because they're in our power team, we're doing business with them, right? So don't discard that portion of it. They also give you a lot of assistance and insight into bigger deals. Sometimes, I remember one of my first commercial deals that I got hit with, I didn't know what to do. The lender that I went to is the one that gave me a couple of ideas on possible value add, deal structure, because they worked with deals like that in the past, and also a couple of pointers on where I could publish those commercial deals. So a lot of times the think is a little bigger, right, than what we're normally used to. So lenders are a really, really good asset because of perspective, because of resources, because of experience. If they're good lenders, they've been in the game usually for a long time. So leverage all that stuff, right? Think who, not how. Last but not least, lenders have access to cash buyers. Why? Because cash buyers are always reaching out to them. So I've actually had lenders send out properties through their lists. They move my deals. They get paid actually twice. Because they're hard money lenders, they have their own cash buyers who are going to finance the properties, and then they push the deal over. So it becomes a win-win relationship, right? So top 4 power team members that you absolutely must have in your Rolodex. All right, first one is going to be a title company, a closing entity. The second one is going to be your real estate attorneys. Realtors are going to be in there as well, and the lenders, right? Don't sleep on these people. Start building those relationships right now. Don't wait until you have it all figured out. If you're just starting, your marketing, if you're calling for leads and doing all the, all the trench work right now, don't wait until you actually have a deal under contract or sign agreement. To reach out to these people and start introducing yourself. It's gonna be too late by then, right? You gotta move quick when you have a contract. And the last thing that you wanna do is scramble and just get whatever content you can get your hands on because you haven't done your due diligence or you haven't taken the time to actually build your power team beforehand, right? So jump on that, don't sleep on it. If you guys wanna learn how to build your network, how to build your real estate wholesale business, and actually create a business, not a side hustle, go check out the REI Wholesaling Academy at reiwholesaling.com. And if it's a fit, I look forward to working with you personally. Stay focused, you got this. Let's go. Fam, thank you for listening. Every week I bring you the real, the raw, the mindset, the case studies, and the strategies you need to build your own successful real estate wholesaling business. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on real life experience and information that can make you millions. It's time to join the ranks of successful wholesalers and take advantage of one of the biggest opportunities that we have in our lifetime to generate wealth. So go to reiwholesaling.com. Head over to my website, again, that's reiwholesaling.com, and learn how to make big profits, make big money by finding, negotiating, and closing wholesale deals from your own backyard. You've heard the stories, seen the case studies, stop thinking about it, it's time to write your own. Again, head over to reiwholesaling.com, click on coaching program, book a discovery call, have a conversation with my team, and you might get an invitation to join hundreds of students throughout the country who are leveling up on a daily basis. The writing is on the wall. Hustle is a season. It's not a business strategy. Take action, start building a sustainable and scalable real estate wholesaling business, and join the coaching program today. I will catch you guys on the next one. Talk to you soon. Stay focused. You got this.